Hey everybody, welcome to a Brilliant Businesses podcast. My name is Nick Bryant and I'm here today with Simon Luck from Host My Office. Good morning, Simon.
Morning, Nick.
How are you?
Very well, thank you. You?
Very good, thank you. Very
Good.
well. This is episode 2 of a series of podcasts we'll be doing on IT in the workplace. And today Simon is going to cover the topics of backup and disaster recovery, the benefits and the importance of it, and everything around it, really. So take it away, Simon. Make us start.
Okay, so yeah, I think disaster recovery and business continuity kind of get blurred as a topic. I think everybody's stress tested the disaster recovery plans over the last couple of months or the last year. But talking today about backup disaster recovery, do people back up their systems? How often do they check their backups? If they're backing up and they're checking, do they actually take a sample of that data, test it, and make sure that it's good data? And from a disaster recovery point of view, if they were to lose that data, how quickly can they recover that data? How quickly, what length of time can a company exist without that data being available to them?
It's crucial, isn't it? I mean, obviously, in your experience, you've probably seen some ups and downs when people have had experiences with having backup and not having backup. So tell us a bit, maybe give some bad examples. So yeah,
for sure. So one company springs to mind. They sort of ignored all of the warning signs of what was actually going on with their IT. Servers flagging up that there was some hardware issues, backups not being tested, not even running. I'd like to say they're not a client, but this is historical. But they'd kind of ignored all of the signposts, and then eventually the hardware did fail. So they went to look at the backups, couldn't recover it from there. Eventually they came to us. We were able to send their hardware away to get the data recovered. That was about 5K's worth of consultancy just to get that recovered.
Right.
Not our fee, a specialist recovery company. And then we rebuilt their server and their infrastructure. But they were down for about 2 weeks.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's costly.
Yeah, not only just for the physical costs of the kit and our consultancy or anything else along those lines, but the cost to their business of not being able to run. This was a few years ago,
yeah.
And so they couldn't talk to their suppliers, they couldn't talk to their clients, they couldn't talk to their employees. It looked bad from the outset. Everybody looking at them going, well, they just stopped in the water.
Yeah, the knock-on effect is rippling. It really, like in the water, like you say.
Yeah.
And I think also when we spoke before, there's a bit of a confusion about Office 365 and the backup that is available on that. And tell us a bit about that, because it's not as good as it sounds.
So, yeah, Office 365, you might think because it's in the cloud, it's actually being backed up. Your emails are being backed up, your data is being backed up because it's on Microsoft's infrastructure. They retain the data for 90 days.
Right.
After that, if you've deleted it, it will get deleted. So there is a little bit of retention there, but it isn't actually a backup. It's not looking and saying, okay, I've got that document and that document's had that change to it, so I'll have 2 copies of that document. It will just overwrite that document or that email or anything along those lines. So there are products out there, quite low-cost products that will back up either your mailbox or your OneDrive and SharePoint environment for as little as something like £5.20 a month.
Right.
So, but it is a bit of a myth that Microsoft's actually backing up the data. It's not.
People have got to be careful about that, haven't they?
100%.
For sure.
Yeah.
So what sort of what are the costs involved in backing up with your packages or in general?
I think backing up gigs of data, so you can start as low as 25p per gig per month. You can have, there's lots of different products, lots of different solutions. As I just mentioned there was the Office 365, so you can back up a mailbox, you can back up the SharePoint. You can be pretty granular as to which mailbox and data you want to back up.
Right.
Or you could look at a piece of software that will interrogate the hard drive and look at all of your Office documents and things, and it will actually back up that, and that can be £10 a month. It's really what does the client want, and understanding their needs, wants, requirements.
Yeah. And the time frequency, should you back up every 5 minutes, every hour, every day, every week?
So our hosted desktop, we back up every 5 minutes. We
Right.
snapshot that every 5 minutes. Typically with what we call remote backup, so we're backing up somebody's on-site server. That's done once a day. It's done during quiet time, so overnight when people aren't using the bandwidth, so it's not saturating that. That's pretty much a bare minimum, once a day.
Yeah.
And then you hold sets of data. So you'd hold, say, 30 days, monthlies,
Right.
yearlies, etc. So you can go back 2 points of time and go, right, I'd like to pick out that piece of data and recover that.
Okay, that's handy. And I think you answered this question earlier in what you were saying, but backing up sections. So if you just want to back up, I don't know, a Microsoft Excel spreadsheet or a Word document, can you do those separately, or is it all in one?
So you can do either.
Yeah.
You can say, right, I just want to back up everything,
Yep.
and go, that's a complete piece.
Yeah.
Or you can say, I just want to be granular and I would back up my Excel documents, or I just want to back up that folder.
Right.
Imagine it like a filing cabinet. I want to do
Okay.
the top 2 drawers, but I don't want to do that bottom drawer,
Yeah.
whatever the reason might be.
Is that easier to do it that way, or
Yeah.
does it make a difference?
Yeah, it doesn't make any difference.
Yeah,
Just,
okay.
just pick and choose how you want to do
Depending on what the client and what's important to them,
it.
really,
Yeah,
I guess.
Yeah. I mean, I'd always encourage backing up everything.
Sure, yeah,
Just,
yeah.
you know.
I mean, it's safer just do the whole lot rather than just do bits
Yeah.
and bobs. Why would you just
Yeah.
do? I guess, yeah.
Yeah.
And as far, date specific, we're going into lockdown again tomorrow. And one of my questions to you was how, what's involved in you going out and maybe you can do it remotely, I don't know, but obviously will you be able to go out and arrange backups, or what is involved in you going to do that now anyway?
It depends on the amount of data that you're backing up.
Right.
Typically, yes, we can do it remotely, and we do something called seeding. So we take the data, and over a period of time, so it's backing up every night, and it will basically gather as much data as possible during the time frames between, say, midnight and 6 o'clock in the morning, until we have a full set of data, and then it will back up the incremental bits after that. If you've got terabytes of data, typically what we'll do is take a device, copy that data onto the device, and then take that to the data center, copy it into the servers, and then run the backups.
Right.
Depends on how much data's been there, and obviously the bandwidth that's available for us to copy across.
Okay. So business as usual, really, as well, going into lockdown as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you're not backing up, please do.
Yeah. One last question.
Go on.
How's your golf game?
Up and down. I've decided to take a month off.
Yes.
Just I might practice out in the garden, do a little bit of chipping, but I'm not going to go to the course for a month.
No, me neither.
No?
But I'll try and do some practicing, putting on the carpet indoors.
Yeah.
In the garden's a good idea. Because you were gathering a lot of momentum over the last year, weren't you, with your game? And
It was getting there.
what are you down to now? 22.
22.
Considering you've been playing for 2 years, that's pretty good, mate.
Thank you.
I've been playing for 34 years, and I'm 18. So
12.
that's look at that
Should be 12.
comparison. Listen, Simon, it's been really good to talk to you, mate. All Simon's details are on the Brilliant Businesses website, and they'll be underneath this video and podcast. And like Simon says, please, if you're not backing up, please back up. And if you need any help, then just contact Simon. He'll be able to help you. So thanks very much for joining us. Good to see you, Simon.
And you. Look forward to next month.
Look forward to next month, episode 3 coming up, which I think we were going to talk about
Cybersecurity.
cybersecurity, which we will do. Yeah. Okay. Thanks very much, Simon.
Thank you.